My name is Katie Bowman. I'm the Associate Superintendent of Finance and Auxiliary Operations with the Birdville Independent School District. One of the most complicated subjects we deal with is school finance. Without getting into copper and golden pennies, allotments, Tier 1 and Tier 2 funding, WADA, and other in-depth details of school finance, here is what we can easily say about the proposed bond package. Birdville ISD's tax rate will not change because of the 22 bond election. Now, did you know, since 2014, the board has approved prepayments of $29 million of bond principal, saving taxpayers more than $20.2 million in future interest payments. Also, since 2019, the BISD's overall tax rate has decreased 17.4 cents. This has positioned the district to have additional capacity to sell bonds to address facility improvements now and in the future. Now, about public school tax rates. Though we only see the overall tax rate on the tax statement each year, that rate represents a portion for operations and a portion for voter-approved bond debt. The first bucket is the maintenance and operations, or M&O budget, which funds daily costs and recurring expenditures such as teacher and staff salaries, supplies, insurance, and utilities. The second bucket is the interest and sinking budget, also known as debt service, which is used to repay debt for capital improvements approved by voters through bond elections like this one. Proceeds from a bond can be used for the construction and renovation of facilities, the acquisition of land, and the purchase of capital items such as equipment and technology, and transportation. By law, INS funds cannot be used to pay M&O expenses, which means that INS funds cannot be used to pay teacher salaries or pay for rising costs for utilities and services. The efficient management of Birdville's existing bond debt over the last 10 years has allowed the district to refinance more than $142.2 million of its outstanding bonds at a lower interest rate, saving taxpayers $18.4 million in future interest costs. The district has also prepaid an approximately $29 million of its bonds prior to scheduled maturity, saving an additional $20.2 million in future interest payments for taxpayers. Birdville ISD will continue to carefully monitor its bond debt and related tax rates to save taxpayers additional dollars in the future. The district repays its bonds based upon the useful life of the assets for which the district is financing. For an example, BISD repays bonds issued for new school buildings over a 25-year period, but repays bonds issued for technology in 5 years or less. If voters approve all three propositions on November 8th, Birdville ISD will have the ability to sell additional voter-approved bonds with no school tax rate increase due to bond prepayments and the refinancing of current bonds at lower interest rates.
Early voting is October 24th through November 4th, and Election Day is Tuesday, November 8th. For more details on the proposed bond, go to the BISDbond22.net.